what is the legal sanctity of conflict settled by mediation? Mr. Rakesh has asked this question. And
That's a very good question.
yeah, same.
Like I said,
if it is a non-binding, can the parties still go to the court after the mediation is done?
that's a very good question because, that's where the whole issue was till a few years back, is how I would put it. As in, if there is a true settlement, then it doesn't need to be binding because the parties are willingly going to follow it. Having said that, we live in a practical world. There are always, afterthoughts. There is always there is something called as buyer's remorse. We buy something, go back, and then we start thinking, अरे ये थोड़ा और सस्ते में मिलता था, या फिर शायद next shop में और थोड़ा अच्छा मिलता था. Buyer's remorse, what we call. Okay, so likewise, there can always be afterthoughts. There can be people who would influence the decision makers who had made the decision during the mediation proceedings, and they would want to go back, and there was nothing to enforce it then, because mediation proceedings could not be enforced in law. And that is the reason there is something called as conciliation then. Conciliation is slightly different than mediation, more or less the same process, but conciliations were covered by the law and could be enforced. So after the mediation proceedings were successful, like I said, it is not mandatory to write down, but yet we write down and parties sign. That's what I said, right? So because then we try to clothe it as conciliation proceedings, which then become enforceable.
Okay.
All right. Now, mediation bill is pending for approval in our parliament. So once that is passed, then the mediation proceedings per se will become enforceable. Now, consumer commission or the cases which go to consumer forum, there is a mediation panel attached to it, which are referred to the mediation panel. The decision made during those mediation proceedings is forwarded to the consumer commission, the president of it, who's presiding over the consumer commission, and he will incorporate it in his order so that it becomes enforceable then as a decree of court.
All right.
हमें उम्मीद है कि आपको यह वीडियो अच्छा लगा. हम बहुत रेगुलरली मनी मैटर्स, हेल्थ और एंटरटेनमेंट पर सीनियर सिटीजन्स के लिए एक्सक्लूसिव वीडियोस रिलीज करते हैं. यदि आप हमारे नए वीडियोस को मिस नहीं करना चाहते तो नीचे दिए गए सब्सक्राइब बटन पर क्लिक करें.